discussion is what type of world is Eilam Haba going to be? Is it going to be an Neshamas Gufim or not? So, what do we know about Eilam Haba? So there's a pasuk in Yeshaya, which the Gemara brings down in the first Gemara Makim, which is talking about Lasid Lavai. It says, "Me'elam leishamanu." We never heard le hazinu. It was never told to us. Ayin le rasa. No eye has ever seen it. Elikim zulasecha, except for the Eibishter. Yasla machakali. And this the Eilam Haba, the Eibishter is doing for preparing for those who yearn for him, for all the tzaddikim. So the teich of the pasuk is that we don't know. No navi has ever seen, has no clue what's going to be going on back then. Lasid Lavai in Eilam Haba. So, right, in Eilam Haba we're talking about the period that comes after Yosef Moshiach. Right, first there's going to be Moshiach is going to come. We're going to rebuild the Beis Hamikdash, which that could be for a while, for a few generations, and then there's going to be Eilam Haba, which is going to be the schar and the reward for all our Torah mitzvahs. So the pasuk in Yeshaya says we don't know too much about Eilam Haba. But however, there's a Gemara in Brachis which does tell us a little bit about Eilam Haba. It tells us Al Kapanim what's not going to tell. It tells us a bit. Let's see in the second Maramakim in Brachis Af Yud Zayin Amud Aleph, the Gemara says, "Margila bepumei de Rav." Rav was accustomed to, he would say a lot. Lo ka'Eilam hazeh ha'Eilam haba. Eilam haba is not like this world. Ha'Eilam haba ein bei lo yachil v'lo yishtia. We're not going to eat. We're not going to drink. There is no eating and drinking. V'lo impirya v'rivya. We won't have children then. V'lo masa v'matan. We won't be doing business. V'lo kina. No jealousy. V'lo sina. No hate. V'lo sachris. We won't be fighting. Ela tzadikim yeshu. Competition. Yeah. Okay. And so we won't become.
That's it. Whatever was till now, whoever was born till now was born, and that's it.
Yeah.
No further generations.
So El Tzadikim Yeshim V'Tariseim V'Rasheim. Tzadikim are sitting and their crowns are on their heads. V'Nenim Yiziv HaShchina, they have pleasure from the Shchina. Shenemar V'Yechaz Yosalkin V'Yichv V'Yishtu. By the pasuk by Hosina, you see they are having tainug from Elikus. They saw the Eibusher. So what do we see from here? So we see that Eilam Haba is going to be very different. It's not going to be. It's not going to. A lot of the physical things we do now, we're not going to be doing. Rather, what will we be doing? We'll be having pleasure from the Shechina. So what type of world does it sound like? It doesn't sound like such a physical world. You're not going to be eating. You're not going to be drinking.
Like the Rambam.
So the Rambam understands like this Gemara. He takes a kipshutai that Taka, it's not going to be a gashmistika world. The Rambam in the third Maramakim, the Rambam says, "Ha'Eilam Haba ein bei guf u'gviya." There's no bodies. Ela nefashis hatzadikim bavad. It's only going to be the neshamis of the tzadikim. Below guf k'malachi ashar. It's just like the malachim. And hoyo ve'ein bei gviyos. Since there aren't going to be any bodies, ein bei le'achil v'leishtia. That's why there's not going to be eating and drinking, because we're not going to have bodies. And we're not going to have any of these things that people need in this world. Right, so that's right. So how could it be that we're not going to be eating and drinking lots of love? Right? The Rambam says because we're not going to need to. We're not going to have bodies. That's why we're not going to be doing it. It's not a physical world. So this is the Rambam Shitton. So before we get to the Ramban says there's a Sefer Avidas HaKodesh, a Kabbalah Sefer which they brought in Chassidus, and he's not very happy with the Rambam's pshat. He says he goes to the Ramban, and he writes very sharply against the Ramban. He says what causes the Rambam? He said why? He said what? And he said the reason. And Meir even Gabbai. He says, what pushed the Rambam? Why, you know why the Rambam says such a thing that Eilam Haba, there's no spiritual world? He says because he's influenced by Aristotle and all the philosophers and all their things. And because he takes them so seriously, that's why he decides he has to change Torah and he has to make everything fit with them. He writes very sharply in the fourth Maramakim. He says, "Harambam zal shafat mishpat mavis al bnei tchias hamisim." The Rambam ruled that everyone by tchias hamisim is going to pass away, and they're also going to pass away and go up to Gan Eden. What caused him to think such a thing? He stopped kusay b'shorshim ha-philosophin, because he got stuck with all the studies of the philosophers. V'davkei bahem, and clinging to them. V'chashvei shem amitim kamitasa shel Torah chas v'shalom. And he thinks that what these philosophers say are true, just like the truth of Torah. Yeah, he's writing very sharply against the Rambam. Peter's divrei hatayda v'eifin she'askimin divrei Aristov v'ziyufa v'havolov. And therefore, that's why I had to explain Artay in a way that it fits with Aristotle and all his garbage. The chayin also of divrei kabli emes of Mashalom can force him misfadav. The chashav and he thinks shemaisav Aristo upituyov. I'm not sure. The kabli emes. I'm not sure. He thinks that all these proofs and all these things that Aristotle says, he can't argue with it and prove it and contradict it. Well, then, therefore, people are mekabel Torah, all of us shalom, dabar kenegdam, something which doesn't fit with Aristotle. He explains it. And he explains it in a way that'll fit with Aristotle's Titus. The chashal apesiv isakal ve'ikesh haba neged dvara. Someone comes to argue with him, but he'll think he's a fool. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So he writes very sharply against the Rambam, right? So obviously we hold the Rambam in much higher esteem than the way he's treating him. But this is he writes very sharply. Interesting lashonis. Now you know people have very big kindness against the Rambam. They burnt his Svardim. Yeah. He's a leader. So what are the tainas? So let's get into the actual discussion. So he says the Avidas Kodesh brings a proof not like the Rambam, from the Gemara in Brachos itself. Except from the Gemara in Brachos itself that says we're not going to be eating, we're not going to be drinking. That itself is mashma not like the Rambam. How so? It says because if you're going to tell me if Eilam Haba is a ruchnistic world, there are no bodies. So obviously we're not going to be eating and drinking. Why does Rav always Rav would always say that we're not going to be eating, we're not going to be drinking. Just say obviously if it's Gan Eden, if we don't have gufos, we don't have bodies, obviously we're not going to be eating and drinking. What's he coming to tell me? What's the big chiddush? So in the fifth Marim he writes, Im ha'ilm haba im begufu gvia. Why is he bringing up these dvarim betedlim? Why is he telling us that Eilam is not like Eilam Haba? We're not going to be eating. Do we not know that all these things are only for our body? And automatically, if there's no good body, obviously we're not going to be doing all these things. Why is he coming what's why he's coming to? Is he coming to Dvarim B'Teilim? Wasn't he Margula that he was always accustomed to saying this over and over again? It's obvious. So this is where he says it must be. That's why Smash not like the Rambam. So let's see what the Ramban says. The Ramban is a famous one who argues on the Ramban. On the Rambam in a Sefer Shar HaGemul. He has a long arichas. He discusses about schar and einish, the different averes, kares and ganeden. So at the end he goes into Eilam Haba. So he says in the sixth Marim, it says Kol Elu Dvarim Brurin. All these things are clear. Sheha Eilam Haba Ha'omer B'chol Makim Eina Eilam Haneshamis. It's clear from all places that Eilam Haba is not Eilam Haneshamis. V'haschar Hamagil Lehem Miyad Achrei Hamisa. And it's not the reward which comes to them right away after they pass away. It's a world that the Eibush is going to be mechadish. The Eibush is going to renew the world. It's going to be a physical world that the Eibush is going to renew. After Yemais HaMashiach and Tchias HaMesim, the Eibush is going to renew the world, and that's going to be Eilam Haba. Why are we not going to be eating and drinking? So he says that our bodies are going to be on the same adriga like our neshama, and it's not going to need to eat and drink. So he writes, he says, Kikiyum hanefesh bihisyachdo b'das elyin, the kiyum, the way the neshama of a person lives when it's misyached with the Eibishter, is kikiyum hamalachim bay. The neshama lives just like the malachim live. It doesn't need food. It lives off elikus. V'hisa'alis hanefesh ala guf. And when the neshama will overcome and overpower the body, mivateles hakeichis hagufiyus, it will be mevatel the physical keichis of the guf. Kamei shehiskiru le'el pamacher, like we mentioned another time. Ad until shehiskayim haguf kikim hanefesh pelei achilu shtia, until the point that the body will be able to exist without eating and drinking. Just like Moshe Rabbeinu was able to live on on Har Sinai. He was able to be on Har Sinai. He went up L'mayla for 40 days without eating, drinking. So too, we will also be able to. It won't be any issues.
You'll be a good, but you won't eat food.
The guf is going to be so edel, just like the neshama. It's going to live. It's going to be able to live off elikus. We're not going to need to eat it. We're not going to need to eat and drink. So this is how the Ramban explains the Gemara that however, the Rambam has some more proofs for his opinion. So the Rambam in the Igeras Tchias HaMesim, which he wrote about people were trying to say that Tchias HaMesim isn't really real. It's not really going to happen. So in the middle of the letter over there, he explains. He gives a logical proof why you have to say that in Tchias Vaylas Lovely, we're not Eilam Haba is only going to be Neshamis and not Gufin. He says why? He says the Eibush doesn't create anything for nothing. If you're going to tell him why would the Eibush create a guf if we're not going to be using it? If you tell me we're not going to be eating and drinking, so why is the Eibush going to create a guf for nothing? That's what the Rambam argues in the 7th Ramakim. He says Shabayim Lahaba Ein Bay Metzias Gufais. In Eilam there's not going to be bodies. Why? Since the Chachamim we already know that Eilam there's not going to be achila shtia. We're not going to be having children. Hasheker sheyu lo yakelim v'atala. Mishkal period of review. So hasheker sheyu lo yakelim v'atala. A sheker to say that all these evadim the Eibush is going to create for nothing. Chalil lekel mipal habatala chas v'shalom to say that. Ki kishiyil la'adam pev itztamcha, when a person will have a mouth and a esophagus, the kavid, ukli hamishkal, and all these limbs, v'hu la'yechav la'yishli, he's not going to eat, he's not going to drink, la'yelad, he's not going to have children, ti'im ke mitzios batala gemura, the whole mitzios of all these limbs are going to be for nothing. How can he say?
It's amazing, the group is also a higher level, no? So it doesn't need it, no?
But why is Eibush creating it?
Oh, that's what the Ramban is saying.
Well, why? The Rambam is arguing. He's giving you a logical reason why you can't say we're going to have a body in Eil Haba, because if you're going to say that we have a body and we're not going to be using it, then you tell me the Eibush created something for nothing. Why is that? Chas v'shalom say Eibush create something for nothing without a purpose? Everything has a purpose. Eibush doesn't do something for nothing.
What's going to be this
Kabbalah. Well, it's going to be in Gan Eden. That's what the Rambam is. Oh, you're saying the Ramban?
I'm saying according to Ramban. I'm just wondering.
Oh, so say one question is, well, first I have to say, are we going to be our mitzvahs v'teila sauce lovely, right?
Yeah, according to Ramban also. The Ramban's not going to eat.
First we need to know if mitzvahs v'teila sauce lovely, right? If we're still going to be.
Beis Hamikdash, no? So what's Beis Hamikdash going to be for what?
I don't know.
Stand and do nothing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So we'll see. Well, the Rebbe has another pshat. We'll see in a minute. The Rebbe, what the Rebbe says, will answer your question. So this is the right of the Rambam. So what does the Ramban answer? The Ramban says it's not a problem to say that it's going to be created for nothing. Why? He gives two reasons. In the 8th Makim, in the Shar Gemul, he says, "Hine hatshuva l'kol zeh." The answer to Rambam Shaila is, "Ki hoisa bi'azisat chias amesim l'tzerech hashimushim hanis kodim." Taka, the Eibush created the body for all these shimushim, for it to eat and drink. The Ein HaKadosh Baruch Hu reitz bebitul achreikein. Elamai, even though later we're not going to need it, but since l'chatchila the Eibush created for a purpose, the Eibush didn't want to get rid of it. It's not shot like l'chatchila the Eibush created something for nothing. L'chatchila the Eibush created with a purpose to eat and drink, do everything. Elamai, and now we don't need it anymore. Fine, but the Eibush didn't want to get rid of it. The Eibush wanted to keep things the way they are. So he said that's not a problem. More than that, he adds, "V'oid ish b'tzura hazei seidis hamukim." In the guf, the way our body is made, there's deep secrets. There's the tifek kabbalah dika timing for the way our body is the way it is. It's not just so we can eat and drink. It's because of the since the lamaila, the spheres are in a certain way, and that's why it is in our body also. The reason our body is made the way that it is not for hefkedos stam, the Eibush made us in order that we could eat without any reasons. There's a very big reason why our bodies are made the way it is, not just so we could eat and drink. And the one who made it, the Eibush rates he wants it to remain the way it is. Because even though we're not going to be eating and drinking, but there's also the other time in why the Eibush made our body the way it is. There's ruchnistic time in that doesn't change even lost lavi. Mela, that's why we're still going to have a guf l'asulavi. This is, so these are the two answers that Ramban gives, why it's not a problem to say that Abish is creating it for nothing. So the Rebbe has a chiddush, which according to this you could answer the question in another way. The Rebbe teaches in the Ha'ara, in Ikras Kodesh, the Rebbe teaches that when we say Eilam Haba, there's no achil v'leishtiya. This doesn't mean that there's not going to be that where no one is going to be eating or drinking. It means we're not going to need to eat and drink. Meaning that nowadays we need to eat and drink in order that our body should live. The only way we could survive is through eating and drinking. So when Rav comes and tells you, it doesn't mean that there's not going to be no food that's going to exist. It means you're not going to need to eat and drink. No, there are going to be other ruchnis at the time that we're going to be eating. Other time. And what pushes the Rebbe to say this? Because we know Lasa Lavi, there's going to be the Suda. Okay, the Suda we're going to have the Levias and the Shar Habar. And Pasha and the Rebbe says most of the person understands the Gashmi Stika Suda Kipshutai. And the Alter Rebbe understands that this Suda is going to be in Eilam Haba. The Suda, the Levias, is going to be during Eilam Haba. So if in Eilam Haba, so what happened to the Suda? So Rabbi there says you have to say it means we're not going to need to eat. It's the 9th Maramakim. There says v'tzarich iyon the bilakutei teira sham mashma the suuda hagashmis tia bizman that tarisein barashein. That the gashmistic suuda is going to be when atarisein barashein shehu bizman ma'imrazal ha'ilma ba im be'leyachila chulu. So how could we have a suuda? So it says v'lochei nirli the ma'imrazal ha'ilma haba im be'leyachila shtia. When it says we're not going to be eating and drinking, ba'lam deinu the loika ilm hazeh ilma ba. It's trying to say this world is not like ilm ba is not like this world. How does the body live and stay connected with the nefesh? It's only through eating and drinking. Our chayas and the kiyum and the connection of our guf and our neshama will be through the ziv hashchina, not through eating and drinking. Through this, also the ban gashmi sikh guf will be sustained. From the ziv hashchina, yeah. But Takia, they will be eating and drinking. Why? There's going to be other reasons why we need to eat and drink. It's not going to be not only they should be kiyum. It's going to be for other reasons. I think that the Rashba, he writes about the chil of Leviasan. It says that through eating Leviasan, we're going to be in the we're going to understand great seides. It's going to help us understand great ruchnistic things. So there's going to be other reasons why we're going to be eating, but not. So this is how the Rebbe teaches. Doesn't mean we're not going to be eating at all. It means we're not going to need to eat. Right, and that also answers the question of the Rambam. According to this, right, the Rambam says, why is the Eibush going to create a body for nothing? According to this, not for nothing. We are going to be using it. We are going to be eating. Fine. So that's the argument, the Rambam and the Ramban. So one of the questions that come up is, according to the Rambam says that the Tachlis is Eilam Haba. That's the final thing, the final destination, the biggest final. So the schar for all our mitzvahs. So then the question is, so what's the point of Tchias HaMesim according to the Rambam? Why does everyone come back into this world? We come, Moshiach comes, everyone comes back down for a little bit, and then we all go back up. What's what? Yeah, you're saying we come according to the Rambam. The Rambam says that Eilam Haba is Gan Eden. So why everyone comes down here for a little bit? We spend some time here.
The ultimate reward is up there.
The ultimate reward is up there. So why is everyone coming back down here? So Avodas HaKodesh gives some explanations for it.
Coming back into a body, and then there's no body. So you're coming back into your body and getting out of your body.
So
what's the point? That's the question. What is putting back into a body?
So Avodas HaKodesh gives some explanation with the Rambam, and I think he's also quoting from the Sefer Ikrim. Also says some of these reasons. In 10th Maramakim, he writes, "She'im heyes ikar haschar hazel nefesh bilvad." Even though the ikar schar is to the nefesh alone in Gan Eden. There's another Gashmi Stika Schar which is going to be by Moshiach. This is by Tchias HaMesim. then the tzaddikim gemurim will come back to life. V'hatam, why? L'daitei zal, according to the Rambam. So he gives three possible explanations. Ikadei lafarsin nisei HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'emunasa be'olam. To be mefarsin the nissen that there's going to be tchias amesim, and also all the people that come back to life will be able to say what happened in Shemayim and all the things that went on then. Ve'im kadesh yasigu ksas tainu gashmi oz, or that they could get some gashmistika pleasures kiyomim shenitzadu behem, to compensate for all the tzaras that they had in Eilam Hazel with the Golos. The Eivisher say, you'll come back down, you'll take you back down here. Or however the Eivisher thing sees fit. Or a third reason, or another reason is through coming back down here, they'll be able to reach a higher madrig of shleimus and avidas Hashem, that they weren't able to accomplish during their previous life. People couldn't reach the level which was fitting for them to reach on their own, because all the tzaras of Galus they couldn't accomplish the things they were able to accomplish. So therefore, they will come back down here in order that they should be able to accomplish all these things.
And then go up again.
Then go up again, then they'll be on a higher madriga, right? Once they reach a higher madriga in Eilam Hazel, they'll have a higher, bigger schar lasa lavi in Eilam Haba. So that's another machlekes. So who's going to have a chiluk in Eilam Haba? Yeah, and so according to the third shot is very nice. It's Yerida Tzorech Aliyah, right? The reason the bodies come back down into the group by Tchias HaMesim is in order that they can reach a higher shleimus, and in Eilam Haba they'll be on a higher madriga. Fine. So this is why, according to Rambam, you need Tchias HaMesim. And what's the reason why Taka to say that? What's the reason for the Ramban to say that Eilam Haba is not a gashmistika world? So there's two reasons. So if you simply the most basic level, Eilam Haba is the reward, the schar for our Torah and mitzvahs. So Ibazai, therefore, our mitzvahs were done not only with our neshama, it was done also with our guf. Therefore, the schar needs to be given not only to our neshama, it needs to be given also to our guf. Therefore, that's why Eilam Haba is going to be in neshamas with gufim. And another deeper reason that we have with Chassidus is that the tachlis of Eilam Haba isn't just the schar; it's for the Eivisher's ratzin of dira b'tachtonim. The Eivisher wanted that even a physical world, which Alikus is so far fetched from it, even over there, the Eivisher should be able to be megala himself. So therefore, that's another reason why it's going to be dafke in Eilam Hazel, because then with the neshamas and gufim, in order that we should be able to have a dira b'tachtonim. So how do so it's a big machlekes. How do we paskin? So some Mefarshim say that it's a big machlekes Rambam and the Ramban and other Mefarshim. So we'll find out when it happens. We don't really these things we don't know until it happens. So so a lot of the Kabbalim the Shalah. Yeah. So the Shalah and Avidas HaKodesh they go with the Ramban, and the Rebbe says in the Ha'ara that we do have a psak din. The Rebbe says that Arizal that Kal Yisrael's Mekabel, Arizal as the Pesach Acher and all Ruchnistik and Yonim. Since Arizal says like the Ramban that it's going to be Neshamis Begufim, so that's the final psak. Yeah. So in the 12th Maramakim. In the 12th Maramakim, the Rebbe writes, back then, it was possible you were able to have arguments about these things. You have the Rambam and the Ramban. Who's going to pick sides? So once the Dvar Hashem was nigla too, and Moshe Chaim Vital writes, Ir v'kadish, the Malach v'kadish, min Shemaya, Nochis, he came down, Harav HaGodol, Halaki HaChosin, Meir Rabbeinu, right? Yitzchak Kalori Ashkenazi, Molei Torah Kerimoin, B'Mikra, B'Mishnah, B'Talmud, B'Tilpul, B'Medrashim, B'Haggadah, B'Maisa Bereshis, B'Maisa Markava, V'Kiblu Kol Yisrael Aleim LaPesach Achrin, and all the Yidden are Mekabel him. All the Yidden are Mekabel him as a Pesach Achrin, V'Chol Inyane Sisrei Torah V'Seidisel, and all Pneumistic things. Ein Makim Klal Machlikas. There's no Makim Klal for any Machlikas. V'Halacha Kedivri Harizal, Shehihi Hadei Muvas B'Fnim Kemvura L'Kaiman in the letter.
I didn't know his name was Ashkenazi. I didn't know his name was Ashkenazi. I thought it was Muryah. Maybe thinking he's Ashkenazi, not Sephardi.
The Rambam is Sephardi.
Yeah, so this is a racist obstacle like that reason.